Okay, let's get into it. Today we're doing a deep dive on how a couple of acronyms, DTM and DAW, basically changed music forever.
It's a huge topic.
It is. If you go back to, say, the 1940s, making music was this exclusive thing. You needed a massive studio, these huge tape machines, specialized engineers.
A whole team of people and a lot of money.
Exactly. So our mission today is to trace that revolution, how we went from that world to, well, a complete studio inside a laptop. That's the story of desktop music.
And the digital audio workstation. It's really about that workflow where the computer stops being just another tool and becomes the absolute center of everything.
The whole studio in one box.
Recording, editing, mixing, all of it, all unified.
So to get to that point, you first needed a common language for all machines to speak. I mean, early electronic music was so physical.
Oh yeah, literally cutting and pasting audio tape with a razor blade.
Right. But then, and this is where it gets really interesting, 1983 happens, and we get MIDI, the musical instrument digital interface.
And the fascinating thing about MIDI, is that it doesn't even transmit audio. It's just data.
Just information?
It's note on, note off. It's control information. And that standard let computers and synthesizers finally talk to each other easily, which made software sequencing a real mass market thing.
So MIDI gave us the brains, the sequencing part, but you still needed the muscle for, like, high-quality recording.
And that's the 90s. That's when Avid's Pro Tools really became the professional standard.
But wasn't it incredibly expensive at first? I mean, didn't you need all this specialized hardware? That kept the price barrier way up there, right?
It absolutely did. Pro Tools was amazing for editing and mixing, but yeah, its reliance on those dedicated hardware cards meant it was only for the big professional studios.
Still locked away?
For a while, yes.
Yeah.
The real aha moment, the thing that started to tear down those walls, was when Steinberg introduced VST, Virtual Studio Technology.
And this is the key economic disruption we need to talk about, isn't it?
Precisely. Because VST was a standard that let other people, third parties, develop their own instruments and effects entirely in software, as plugins.
So you didn't need to buy a physical reverb unit for thousands of dollars anymore?
Nope. You can download a virtual one for, a fraction of the cost? Sometimes even for free. VST basically broke the bank of the traditional studio model.
And that leads right into the 2000s. You have this explosion of affordable software. PC power is getting cheaper and cheaper, and that's the result.
The birth of the professional-grade home studio. The barriers to entry just dissolved.
And then things started to specialize.
Deeply. You saw DAWs like FL Studio take off because its whole pattern-based workflow was just perfect for making beats. For hip-hop, for electronic music, it was fast.
Right. Well, on the other hand, you have something like Ableton Live, which really defined a new way to perform. It's all about clips and improvisation.
Exactly. So it's not just about recording anymore. It's about finding the creative interface that actually matches how you think about music.
And that trend is just accelerating now into the 2010s, and today we're seeing cloud collaboration and now AI.
Yeah, AI assistants, automated mixing, automated mastering, even tools that help with composition. The DIW is moving from just being a tool to, arguably a co-creator.
So when we pull this all together, what does it mean for you, the listener? We went from physically slicing tape to telling an AI to create a drum loop for us.
It's the total democratization of music.
The technical and financial barriers are just gone. Musical expression is basically a universal right at this point.
It's an incredible victory for creative access. But if you think about the bigger picture, despite all that insane power sitting on your laptop, the core question hasn't changed at all.
Which is?
The creator's intent. What sound are you trying to make and why are you trying to make it? The technology is almost limitless now, but the power of the music still comes down to that purpose. That's the real frontier for you to explore.